Me personally, I would just look in the mirror and expect that I was gonna get cheated on. Think about all the men that have been cheated on that are rich and famous. So if it could happen to them, it could definitely happen to you, especially if you're squeegee. What do you expect? But I tell you, the older you are experiencing heartbreak, the worse that it fucking is. You're supposed to get this out of your system early 20s. No human being knows what love is. An uncalibrated experience of emotions. That was the best you can do, brother? Stop crying over this check. I mean, come on, brother. You can do a lot better than this. I promise you can. So when I first started reacting to the video, everything that I said was about his ex-girl, and I thought that this woman was the current girlfriend, but it seems that, I mean, my words never change. It's still about a 1.2 now instead of a 3. Yeah, I was confused, but I really wish that I had an image of her the whole time. Wow. Somebody said, just lost my fiance, my best friend, and my entire friend group in 24 hours. I've never been more alone right now. Who the f is this? What happened? His wife was getting cracked by his friend. She cheated with his best friend.
I'm making this video.
I mean, this kind of explains it. I mean, put it like this, no disrespect, but personally, if I would expect to get cheated on, all right? I would basically, every day of my life, I would get expected to get cheated on.
It's more of a statement to myself. This video is for me to put all my thoughts together and just...
And the thing about it, she didn't cheat. She was disloyal. Was he married? Well, hold on. Were they married? Fiance? Oh, they still weren't married. That's nothing but a ring.
Work things out in my own way. Because one of the ways I've always gotten through trauma and hardships in my life, especially in these last years, is to just focus on work. To make videos. It's the only joy that I really have. So, you all saw the post. You all have seen...
I didn't see shit.
You've seen what I've said in the last 24... how many hours? I don't know. I'm just gonna give you a full rundown of just everything that happened. Maybe I'm oversharing. This will be used against me to mock me or whatever. Well, like I said, I'm saying all this just to clear my head. Just because if I say it, it's done. It's over. Like, I'm able to just
Is there a picture of the guy she f***ed? Let's just get straight to it. Quick question. How old is the guy? Gonna assume maybe 27. So there's no pic of the guy she banged. All right, so the age range of 27 to 30. All right, well, at least he doesn't look 30. At least he looks a little bit younger than that. So he's got a little bit of youthness on his side.
Process everything at least a little bit better. So on the 11th of February, I discover my fiance cheating on me with...
He said if you look into his past, he deserves it. There's a picture of his chick out there. He's 30, his girl's 20. Of course she's gonna cheat. Could I get a picture of his ex, please?
Cheating on me with my best friend of 10 years.
See, this is what happens. Now look, my rule is if you could bag my you can have her. I'll just go get another one. If that's what it really is. I'm not gonna sit over here and make some 16-minute video crying over some. If you can fucking bag her, you can have her. I'm not crying over somebody that's fucking got backshotted. There's no way in fucking hell. That mindset only works when you're not a squeegee. Well, this is what happens when you don't experience quote unquote heartache, which is actual extreme disappointment. This is what happens when you're about 30 years old and realize that just cheats on the side. If this had happened to him in his early 20s or even teens, this would be nothing. You'd be like, oh, damn, so I found damn, you really served Robbie? She'd be like, oh, you don't even have to explain yourself. You guys have a great life together. Had another on stream tomorrow.
I confronted her about this, and she apologized.
Apologized for sucking.
I being with her already for multiple years, and then finding out my best friend. So much betrayal.
You know, here's probably what happened. He probably had his best friend around his bitch. Being a squeegee, automatically you're subjectable to your girl getting by somebody else anyway. So this shouldn't be a big shock to this guy. Me personally, I would just look in the mirror and expect that I was gonna get cheated on. Think about all the men that have been cheated on that are rich and famous, that aren't squeegees. So if it could happen to them, it could definitely happen to you, especially if your display style is a squeegee. What do you expect? He probably had his best friend around his girl all the time, left them in the living room while he went and grabbed them both drinks. Like, yeah, are you guys thirsty? His friend's like, yeah, I'm thirsty. She's like, yeah, I'm thirsty. Soon as you went there to get them both a glass of iced tea, they probably got a quick tongue in, a quick tongue kiss in, a quick grab, a quick glute grab, a quick tongue down. Like, just squeegee shit. Like, you just had your best friend around you way too much. That's why they got comfortable enough to. But then again, when you're a squeegee, anything's possible. Here's the image. Let me see. So this is the guy she cheated. This is his best friend. Yeah, man, I'm sorry, but they've been fucking a long time, buddy. They've been fucking a long time. I wouldn't even be mad about this. I'd be mad about the time I wasted, not about the bitch cheating. First off, she didn't cheat. She was extremely disloyal. It's only cheating when you're contractually locked in a marriage, a contracted relationship. This technically wasn't cheating. It was just her practicing a form of disloyalty. So it's not really something. It's just about the time at this point. I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, damn, this bitch really just wasted a lot of my time for some basic Walmart Zach. I mean, I'm a goddamn squeegee too, but I don't know who's worse, this squeegee or that one.
So what I decided to do is I grabbed my keys. I went driving. I went to the liquor store. I bought alcohol. That was the same alcohol.
All right, so I'm taking a look. Very basic Becky. I don't want to call her an ice queen. A very basic Becky. Arms are very short, so she looks about 5 foot and under. No standout features to really be crying about anything. She is wearing a couple of filters of makeup. She's one of these cosplaying chicks. Almost equivalent to, I want to say, I personally wouldn't not be upset over this. Like, I wouldn't give two flying. Come on, Zach. Let's get you some Asian chicks. How the fuck are you? Wait, don't tell me him and Tectone are cool. Where are the Asian girls at? This is what you were bagging as a Zach? Asian chicks love a squeegee Zach. That was the best you can do, brother? Stop crying over this check. I mean, come on, brother. You could do a lot better than this. I promise you can. 1 year, 365 days. I think that's how many days are in a year. 365 days in the year in the gym. Well, let's just say this. You can't do 365. Do 5 days a week in the gym, right? It's going to reshape your face. All this fat's going to suck in, right? It's going to burn. It's going to make your jaws indent a little bit, right? You're going to get a V-cut jawline. Your double chin's going to disappear. You're going to get, your trapezius muscles are going to grow. Your face is going to look different. You're going to appear cooler. Your confidence is going to get better. Your chest is going to start to pop. And here's what this chick's going to do. She's going to go glaze all over your social media because you have 493,000 subscribers, probably tons of followers everywhere. And she's going to want to you again. That's exactly what's going to happen. What you did here is literally commit emotional slaughter. But there's still a way that you can win, Squeegee. It's only February. So all you got to do is just take the rest of the year, start working the out, stop crying over some 3.5 on a Richter scale, even with makeup on. Pick up the pieces, bag more bitches, and work on your motherfucking physical appearance. You're already pretty much good, right? Let me duplicate the tab. All right, 493K subs. Let's click on everything else. Twitter, pretty sure he's gonna have over 100K here. All right, I got 250K. I'm worried about some bitch, right? I shouldn't be. I got 250. I'm basically solidified all over social media. Does he stream too? How the fuck is a weeaboo anime guy tripping over a basic Becky? I'm really fucking flabbergasted. You should have all the Asian chicks at your disposal. 1 year in the gym, you're good to go. You're solidified all over fucking social media. Let's finish this story though. I'm really intrigued.
Last alcohol that I drank with my brother.
Look, I'm gonna keep pausing it. If you don't like it, get off the stream. These tears should never be of a 30-year-old man. These tears are for that are, and since I have a multicultural audience, but I could slide in there and it doesn't sound ghetto because I'm a new age black. But these tears are for men who are 22 years and under. These tears are not for 30-year-old men that haven't experienced a death in the family. The tears should be no more.
And then I drove into the middle of nowhere near water, and I drank. and drank, just sitting there drinking. And I was inches from death.
Man, this dude was about to. I really hope you see this video and listen, or not even listen, but just hear everything that I'm saying. You were about to over this. Bro, he's not even a bad looking dude. The problem is he's not living in his best body. That's the problem. A guy like this 1 year after working out doesn't even look like, you wouldn't even recognize who the he is. And we're crying over 3.5s?
Then suddenly a police officer shows up. Don't know how I was found, but he shows up. And he saved me at the last moment. He did. And I come to find out after all this, it was Nicholas Light, that was the one that apparently...
Did you just say she was a 7? Let me check the badge. You better be subbed for real, for real. All right. You got to be trolling, by the way. I know you're trolling. If that's the case, your body count got to be 3 and under.
Called a wellness check on me, and he saved my life. He saved my life. Anyways, the officer escorted me to the hospital, because obviously with everything, making sure mental evaluation and all that. And I obviously couldn't drive, too much alcohol. So he took me to the hospital, and I stayed basically the night. And I wasn't able to access my phone or use anything until they discharged me. I got discharged earlier this morning, and I was so hurt. I was so hurt.
Attention.
But I'm gonna give full context. So I'm getting messaged somehow. Nicholas Light has my number. He saved me. It's fine. And then Tectone, apparently, he gives me a call as well, and they're worried about me. So many others reached out that I didn't.
Wait, is he a Zach or a Dreidel? It seems like none of us know. Yeah, he's kind of looking kind of Dreidelish. I really wouldn't give a if I was a Dreidel.
Thank you. I do. Just. Anyways.
Zach? Oh, okay.
I get picked up, and I'm going home. Like, I'm free to go. Everything's fine. And I knew I had to tackle the elephant in the room. I had to go home, and more or less, I confronted her about everything, trying to talk, and she left. I'm not a perfect person. I make mistakes. I know. I piss people off. I annoy them. But
large XO.
Anyways, after she left, I did what anyone probably would reasonably do. I wanted to confide in someone. Not really. I go to my gaming friend group that I've known.
And so instead of a nice, juicy side, he went to a gaming group. So she already had backup, he didn't. You're crying, she's riding. See how chicks work? And bitches are just way better cheaters, because you wouldn't even expect them. Like, there's no way she'd just be out there sucking. Meanwhile, she's reverse cowgirling somebody. You said, read this. You said in February 2025, I think it's Shibi, or we'll just say that. Tried to raise $25,000 from fans through a Gibson and Go campaign following a hacking incident in which his account was compromised and used, and he goes on, and used to post disturbing content related to anthropoids and his deviant art account in December 2025. He took it down the campaign after reaching a 17,000 goal. It was found out that the alleged hackers never posted any anthropoid content. So basically he ran a scam. So this might have been a slight bit of the capital K for the anthropoid illustrations. Just
as long as my best friend that my fiance cheated with. I talk with them, and they straight up, they admit to me they don't care, basically, what my used to be best friend did. They prefer gaming with him, and I thought these guys were my friends. I did. And they more or less, they just cared about gaming with him, and they didn't care about everything. They're completely okay with everything. And so, more or less, I lost my whole friend group. My best friend that I basically called a brother. There was moments where he was hurting years ago with COVID, and I gave him money for he could have bills paid and his family wouldn't have to worry.
And he fucked you, bitch. I might have to do something devious if I was, you know what I mean? Like, when there's money involved, now maybe it's not about the bitch directly.
I cared for him. He said he was moving down here in a few months, and I now know why. He wanted to. what I will say, I lost a lot. I didn't just like lose a fiance. I lost my whole social circle, basically just gone.
So his
What
whole
really
social circle betrayed him because the other best friend is. I'm confused. Sounds like they all knew about it.
hurts? Best friend of 10 years. He knew everything. He knew my life story. I thought he had my back.
So shut up for the 28 months.
He was there for me with times of being harassed, and I viewed him like a brother.
This is usually the type of video somebody makes before they someone. Let's see, when did he drop this? 3 days ago. Yeah, if I was the best friend, you gotta be walking like this. Cause you know, you f***ed the guy over when he was paying your bills. It's a little bit more than you just fucking his bitch. Well, ex.
If he does that. But anyways, I was in a dark place, and I've had a lot of dark thoughts all day, all last night. I have.
You know what dark thoughts are, right? Now, if you know where that sound effect is from, there was a lot of dark things that happened in that film. Probably thought it was fake best friend. That's what dark thoughts usually mean.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. This is one of the hardest moments for me in my entire life. But like I said, I've told you guys many times if you've watched my content, one of the only joys in my life I've had over the years is making content, talking about what I love. It is the one thing that's never caused me problems. I did lose so much. He was sending her nudes.
Yeah, he was sending her Zach Beefcake stories too. Zach Beefcake photos, peace flicks, what I like to call them as well. Come on, they weren't just nudes, they were peace flicks.
And just I'm pretty hurt, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's gonna happen or anything. I really don't. The future's uncertain right now. I have no idea. However, am making this video. Yeah.
I mean, let's do him a little quick favor real fast, because this is a guy on the verge of one or two individuals and or himself. This is what happens when you experience heartbreak too late in life. All right, I'm gonna let the rest of the video play, and then I'm gonna AI how to make them look better. All right, we're gonna play the AI game. You already knew what I was gonna do before. Jay does already know what time it was.
It's uncertain right now. I have
the freeze frame of, we'll do 1232 freeze frame screen cap. Let me just get it saved and ready.
The future's uncertain right now. I have no idea. However, am making this video to try, to some degree, to cement my thoughts in stone, to be able to process them in my own way, to be able to try to move past this just nightmarish day.
Yeah, small hands too, so I think it's a short guy as well.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know what I will.
Alright, so he went from being sad to angry as fuck. Bad sign. I always say one thing. When somebody starts talking to social media, that's a mind frame and a mind space where shit's getting dangerous. Usually social media is the last place people go before they start thinking wild shit that they might do, or when it's just to the last point. Because if you look at his actions in the video, he started off really sad. Towards the video, he got really angry.
There's two ways. Either A, I don't make videos for a while.
Don't want to do that. Can't let a bitch fucking somebody else fuck your paper up.
Or I just make videos and I try to black hole everything and just
like the second option better.
Keep moving. And what a year. I don't know how this is worse than anything I've dealt with. I can deal with being harassed online and stuff. I've grown numb to that. But all of this triple whammy of just everything, and then the betrayals. I might seek therapy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for a man that, look, I'm gonna tell you it's worse for a guy that's 30. This is clearly the first time this guy has ever experienced heartbreak. So that makes it that much more dangerous. Now, if he was like in his 20s, all right. But I tell you, the older you are experiencing heartbreak, the worse that it fucking is. You're supposed to get this shit out of your system early 20s. You said therapy or testosterone replacement therapy. You're supposed to get this shit out of your system. This is why you start falling in fake love, right? From the ages of 16. You know, you get your first girl at 16, you fall very deep in love, right? It's fake. It's just, no human being knows what love is, right? It's just an uncalibrated experience of emotions. There's not a being out there that told us what love actually is. It's just, oh man, it's just literally extreme, exerted amounts of dopamine. That's what being in love actually means. You feel very good about the person. You get this heart beating, goosebumpy dopamine, butterflies in your stomach. Who knows what that really means, right? It's just same thing with heartbreak. It's just extreme disappointment. Why put an age limit to heartbreak? Because it's worse. Because on the chronological clock, you know, everybody has one. It's just way worse the older you are as a guy. What if you get your heart broken at 40? You're thinking like, damn, I had all this time and I just now got fucked over by fuck. Then you got to figure out how to lock in at that age. It's just better to get this shit out of your system earlier than dealing with it now, right? I just can't imagine, you know, your first heartbreak at that age is just kind of crazy. This is why I keep telling you guys you're supposed to be just doing this shit early. I'm like, man, you should just try to go through all this shit early. All these chicks early, deal with all these foul chicks early, so that this is nothing to you by the age of fucking 30. This is easy work at 30. Oh damn, I found out she was cheating. Oh, my best friend, you know, fuck it. Me and the best friend, we run a fade. I move on, I start fucking other bitches, and we're only running a fade over the disloyalty, the fact that I literally helped you financially, right? A bitch is going to do what she's going to do, but for the financial aspect, we're gonna have to run that. Like, imagine if Aiden could get a boxing match with this guy and the fucking Zach who betrayed him. Oh man, these are the guys you want to get. But yeah, for somebody to come to social media, all jokes aside, for somebody to come to social media and make a 16-minute video about how they're mentally destroyed and he tried to just basically douse himself in drinkable alcohol and wanted to end things because of a woman that is literally a 3.5 on a Richter scale, because he rotted away 10 years of his life dating a chick who fucked his best friend. And this is I mean, come on. A white guy like this exists all over the USA in any town or city, and they're on a beach taking a nice photo. Like, I don't know if this was after the fact or during, but damn, taking selfies together is crazy. It just weren't sneak. Like, they literally were on full-blown dates. You know what I mean? What I'm going to do, right? I'm gonna upload this too, right? If you guys want to see it, I'm gonna go to ChatGPT, right? I'm going to crop this photo. Not even a lie, right? I do kind of feel bad for this guy. I don't know about his anime past or drawing anthros or anything like that. I don't know about that, right? I don't know about the scam pains or anything that he had. I'm just talking about the situation in itself. He didn't R any chicks. He didn't do any. And I don't know what, as far as that. As far as I know, I don't really know the guy's story, but we're just talking about that, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask ChatGPT, hello, can you give this man a makeover? Excuse my typing. Just grabbing posters like that. Your room is a total turn off, red flag. Yeah, I've been making fun of motherfuckers with posters on their wall for so many years. Snatch those shits down as anthropoid ages. Like, you could like anime on your fucking computer. You don't gotta be plastered all over the fucking wall. Would I have a talk with him? All right, they just made him look too much like Zayn. Hey, but look, no, actually, no. He could look like this. No bullshit. He doesn't even know what the fuck he looks like because he's in squeegee mode. Cut his hair, get a couple of earrings. Look, this is literally him, but not fat, with a different haircut. I'm telling you, man, if this guy, he's not going to get the beard because he doesn't have facial hair. But if he hits the gym for one year, lock in, completely eat clean. Oh, this is him. He's got good eyebrow hair too. He's got a good eyebrow length. Change up the hairstyle, hit the gym, get rid of the double chin. You're never going to get the beard, right? If you're 30 and white with no beard, I don't really know what to tell you. It's kind of, I don't know what type of genetics that is. Usually white guys will just have the beards, right? Lock in, brother. Lock the fuck in. You have the rest of your fucking life ahead of you. Don't over a check, people will betray you more and more, right? Lock in. This is you in 1 to 2 years taking care of yourself, all right? The eyes don't lie. All right, moving on. You said 5'3"? Bro, if you got a bag, your height doesn't fucking matter. I'm gonna be honest with you. It don't fucking matter. What is this? Pop the balloon? Let's be real here. We live in a real world. 5'3" with a bag, you're fine. There's somebody out there that'll fuck you. You said AI is too generous? All right, so what should I do? All right, let me see. How about this? Let me change it up. I meant a Zayn Malik type of makeover. Let's be realistic. It's possible though. He can actually look somewhat close to that, but it's just gonna take some work. That's what I'm saying. AI got it right. That's literally him. It's the same nose. It's the eyes when he's not upset. It's the eyebrows because he's got thick eyebrow length, and it's him with a different haircut with ear piercings. And his face shape changes with the proper diet and gym for a year. All right, now they just fucked it up. All right, we'll just go with these two. Yeah, they did a little bit too much with the last one. They only gave him a beard because I threw in the word Zayn. But this is obtainable. Get rid of the beard. All right, he doesn't really grow a goatee. I mean, I'm telling you, apparently his fiance is only 18. I mean, did he really expect to wife up a chick? Look, I don't know what the the deal is. She doesn't look 18 years old. This ain't no 18-year-old chick. She looks 30 her damn self. Says some articles are saying, so we're gonna just believe articles now? ChibiReviews's under fire for allegedly grooming his 18-year-old ex-girlfriend as old LOI con posts resurface amid cheating controversy. Just lost my fiance, my best friend, an entire friend group in 24 hours. I've never been more alone. I can't believe that he still called her fiance instead of saying ex-fiance and ex-best friend. That means if they both apologize, he'd still with her and still be friends with the guy. Somebody says she was freshly 18 when they met and he was 30. Oh, all right. She's not 18 now. Wait, this is 11 months ago. So she was already with this guy? I'm confused. All right, I don't know, bro. But that's an old girlfriend? Oh, okay. Wait, so the chick that we were looking at is not his newest girl? Man, then why'd you guys keep letting me look at the new chick? I mean, why'd you guys keep letting me look at the older chick? All right, so can I get a pic of the new chick that cheated? Unbelievable. Yeah, because I'm confused because this is a video from 11 months ago. She said 2 years ago, I was in the worst relationship of my life. I was consistently taken advantage of and neglected, treated horribly. I finally said enough, weighing only 70 pounds. Today, I couldn't be happier with my childhood best friend sitting at a healthy 105. 105 ain't healthy. So I just want to break that down. The chick that's 105, you're just a body to bang. Wait, this is the chick? If I said the last chick was a 3, this chick is a 0. This is what he was crying over? Oh, she must have had anime levels of glurp and glob game. I'm talking about where he was just like, because there's no way. there's no way. There's no way I would have almost over this. No. No. Oh my God.
Sister.
Oh man, what a waste of content. Now if I want to make it a video, like I literally got to clip everything else out I said about the chick. Like everything else must go. That sucks. Well, everything else that I said was accurate, but now I got to remove everything about the chick and the other guy. All right, does this chick have a gram? Somebody said, look, I get it. She's a 3 or a 4 at best. Okay, I didn't look that closely. I'm sorry. You said put this in the intro that I was explaining it. All right, so when I first started reacting to the video, everything that I said was about his ex-girlfriend. All right, where's the post at? And I thought that this woman was the current girlfriend, but it seems that, I mean, my words never change. It's still about a 1.2 now instead of a 3. Yeah, I was confused, but I really wish that I had an image of her the whole time. Wow. I want to say a 1.2. Man, if I was him, I would have got over this shit real quick. The only thing I would have been tripping about is the money thing. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, it definitely hits different with those glasses for sure. Shit. Well,